Hello my friends, and welcome back to our continued blind Let's Play Master Detective Archives Rain Code for the Nintendo Switch. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your story biscuit channel, and today we are heading to location number 2, which is a mansion on Montclair Street, as we try to delve down into the mystery of the Nail Man serial killings. So without further ado, let's do this. I hope you're all having a wonderful, fantastic day today as we enter Ginma District here. And we're heading to the, where the heck are we heading? The mansion, right. Which should just be up the hill here. I think that woman just disappeared. The rain does weird things to your eyes. And I probably just got, pretty sure that's the same woman too. Anyway, moving on. I do not fault the game for using the same assets for characters like that. I have nothing negative to say about that. It's an easy way to fill the world without making a bunch of individualized persons. A lot of games do that. I think Persona 5 did that a lot. So yeah, it's not a big deal. A mansion located in a high-class residential district. Near the mansion, Montclair. Now let's see here. It looks like there's someone that has a request for us. That person. What's wrong, Master? Doesn't she seem a bit uneasy? Like she might fall over at any moment?
Come on.
You really can't help yourself when it comes to ladies, can you? It isn't like that. Absolutely talk to the woman. Excuse me, is something wrong? You seem a bit upset. Huh? Who are you? I'm you know, kind of a detective. Kind of. You know, I'm in training, but I got an assistant with me who's really good. In training, haha, I said that. Detective, I see.
Well?
So is, something wrong? Well, actually, I've run away from home. And I'm at a loss about what to do next. Oh! This smells like a case. Let's hear her out, Master.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may be right. I should avoid getting involved, but I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I just left it alone.
Well?
Could you, give me some details, perhaps? Well, I'm the daughter of a merchant who does business throughout the Kanai ward. Due to family circumstances, it was decided I would have an arranged marriage. Thinking of what's best for my family, I should accept the proposal. But my suitor, he's an awful person. I heard it with my own ears. He said it was only using my father.
Huh?
Huh? Then why not just talk to your father about it? There's nothing I could do without proof. Besides, my father is very keen on him. When I told my father I didn't want to get married, he yelled at me and said I shouldn't cause trouble.
I see.
So that's why you ran away from home.
Aww.
How lame. Let's get out of here.
No.
No, we can't do that. Having to marry an evil man sounds terrible. I agree. Having to marry an evil man does sound terrible, especially a man that you don't love. I mean, if you're doing it out of convenience to marriage and it's a cultural thing, I can understand that. I'm not judging anyone. I mean, I'm single, so I definitely can't judge when it comes to marriage. But at the same time, if someone's forcing you to marry someone who you know is using your father, you kind of have to have a duty to your father to say, hey, Dad, this guy is corrupt and evil. Leaving home has given me some time to think. I want to try talking to my father. But if I went back now, I don't think we could have a civil conversation. I'm terribly sorry to ask, but could you take this letter to my father for me? I'll reward you for your trouble. Does this chick think detectives are errand boys? Well, I mean, that's what you call out of us in our first mission. All the dots. We can't just leave her like this. That's my master. Simping over every woman he meets and making the wishes come true. I'm not simping. It's not like that.
All right.
Okay, I'll help you. Thank you so much. My father should be in front of Kanai station around now. It'd be a good idea to ask what he looks like, right? The station's busy, a place after all. What exactly does your father look like? He should be wearing a suit, navy blue from head to toe. That's his favorite. Okay, so suit, navy blue, head to toe.
I see.
Thank you. Paired with the devil. My father was, yes, I got that. I'm fighting Kanai Station. I'm truly grateful for your assistance. Okay, well then let's not hit the pause button. Let's hit this button. Let's go to Kanai Ward map, and we're going to Kamasaki? Kanai Station. I'm like, no, it's not Kamasaki. She just said Kanai, you flightless bird. Were you paying attention at all? Yeah, I was. It's suit navy blue head to toe. So apparently I only pay attention to half of the important stuff. I know what the guy looks like, I just don't know where he is. Apparently. Okay, so we're trying to find a guy in a navy blue suit from head to toe. That's definitely not him. He looks like a construction worker. Yep, that's definitely not a suit. Let's go ahead and cross the crosswalk here. Alright, so the crosswalks are for after all. Already looked at that. Already talked to them. Where the heck is this guy? There's a dot over here we can interact with. Oh, that's navy blue head to toe. Is that a suit though? It's like a police officer. Yeah. It's not this guy. We've already talked to this guy before. There is a dot way back there. I think I missed it. You are not wearing a suit. And we've already talked to you. Okay. A little bit confused here, game. And we clearly have to go to Kanai Station. Maybe he's inside Kanai Station. You know how there's an area that you can go inside? Maybe that's where we're supposed to look. So let's check there before we get frustrated. Always check all possible locations before you feel like you're giving up. Owner of the mansion. The owner of the mansion made a sizable amount of money through real estate dealings. A man around the age of 30. An endless sea of rumors surround him. Okay, there are people to talk to here.
Oh!
Complete in the navy blue suit. Could this be the merchant girl's father? Is the man with him the client's suitor? I bet he is. He even looks evil.
No.
We can't just tell from appearances. Anyway, let's try talking with them. Excuse me. Who are you? If you don't mind, we're in the middle of an important conversation. I have a letter from you from your daughter. What did you say? You know my daughter's whereabouts?
Well?
Yes, but would you please read the letter first? You're not actually this guy, are you, sir? I'll see for myself. This is without a doubt her handwriting. That there must be some kind of mistake. I would never mistake my daughter's handwriting. I'm afraid if what's written in here is true, this marriage cannot be allowed to continue. Huzzah! What a good father! He didn't say anything like, oh, you will listen to what I say, girl, because it's gonna cost me money. He's like, yeah, I support my daughter. Ugh, and I almost got away with it too, if it wasn't for that meddling brat and that ghost thing that I can't see floating around him too. He's not even trying to hide it. He sounds more like a second cartoon villain, exactly. That was my joke, Shinigami. No point in playing pretend anymore. Scams over the moment they start to doubt you. Later, chumps.
Whoa.
Hey, wait. There's no need to follow him. Thank you for delivering this letter.
No.
It was, nothing. I'll try talking to my daughter. Allow me to probably thank you another day. Sure.
For now.
Let's go report to the client. You don't have like 5.5 million Shien on you, do you? Because I kind of need that. Like, kind of need that a lot. Just saying, it'd be great. 0.90, the cheese meat bun is the most popular, priced at 250 Shien a piece. Oh, the meat bun shop is called 290. That's cool. G8 Colon's apron. Pockets are enough to hold heavy objects. Don't know how that's useful.
And that's what happened.
I don't think I'll have to worry about the range of marriage anymore. Really? Did my father actually believe me? I think I'll go home now. Thank you much for everything. I hope it goes well.
Well?
We did our part. Who cares what happens next? Well, we're involved now, so I'd like her to be happy. Oh, I get it. That must be the way they said. Why do you keep calling me that? Here with the devil. Request complete. Alright. Don't want to go to Gamma District. That's not where I want to go.
Oh.
Fancy neighborhoods sure have a lot of amenities.
But
Amenities. Is there any need for fire hydrants given the constant rain? Who knows, but something might explode. Better be safe and soggy. It's safe than sorry. My house is so big, I can't just keep it clean. Should I hire another housekeeper? Look at Mr. Moneybags. I wonder if I should haunt him. Huh? You can haunt other people than me?
I'll kill
Such
you.
an idiot, master. You're not going to stop me? Like, I would go hunt someone else. You know, that's the interesting thing. Like, someone once asked me if I had all the money in the world, what would I do with it? And to be honest, I don't think I would live really any different. If I had a ton of money right now, what would I do? I would buy a house closer to my family. And not an expensive house, just a comfortable house. You know, nothing complicated. I live in a really one studio like apartment, one bedroom apartment. It's nothing big. I don't need to live in a big house. I don't want to live in a big house. I just want to live in like, you know, a normal, just regular size house. I think I would still keep my car. I wouldn't go out and buy a fancy car. And I would just, you know, probably maybe quit my job and just do YouTube full time. But even then, it's like, would I want to quit my job? You know, I love what I do as a living, but, you know, if I had a chance of working less, having more free time to spend with my family, and to also still do YouTube, that's something that I would probably do. It's just, you know, I don't think there would be drastic changes to my life. Like, I want to just go out and buy this, you know, expensive, luxurious house like this or something like that. I don't think I would do that. I would just want to live in a state where I don't have to change the way I am, but maybe spend more time with my family. That's kind of what I would do.
Aww.
All the mansions look so ritzy. Master, I bet you'll never have the chance to set foot inside those kind of places.
no.
Yeah, I know. Please don't remind me. Because my mom, my dad, my brother, my niece, my nephews, they all live in like basically like 2 miles of each other. So to live closer to like the entire family would be really cool. This is Montclair Street. As you can see, it's a high-class residential neighborhood. Huh, you appear to be quite poor. You kind of belong here.
Sorry.
Jeez.
Come on.
What a jerk. I hope the seal code goes out to him next. Yeah, that's... Dude, don't look down on the poor.
There's a large mansion beyond the gate over there. I wonder if that's the second crime scene.
Like I was trying to hop up to try
That's
to get a better
probably it.
advantage.
Let's go inside. It's closed, as expected.
Nice.
Are you sure?
Okay. Well, I mean, if you want to do that.
Wait!
I guess that's why we have her around, right? Yep, that's exactly why we have her around. Just to, bust open the doors when we need to. Okay, let's take a look around for glimmers. Because, you know, I like seeing the glimmer. I have a really bad feeling that Halara's gonna die at the end of this case. Because we've spent so much time with her. It's just a bad feeling I have. Like, this is the last time we're gonna see her. And then the next case, we're gonna work with someone else, and then they're gonna disappear. And then we're gonna work with someone else, and they're gonna
Looks
disappear.
like a haunted mansion.
I really hope I'm wrong about that.
I hope there aren't any ghosts around. I have a feeling they'll appear this time.
I've been meaning to ask, but aren't you kind of a ghost yourself?
The incident occurred about 3 months ago. The victim was Ali Hohen, the owner of this mansion. He had no family and lived alone. The mansion is now empty and dilapidated. The crime scene is in the
What happened? What happened?
study
Sorry.
at the back. Let's go. The Nailman killings had another common factor, besides the locked room. The first person to find the body was always the same person.
That worshiper from church?
Yeah.
Do you suspect him too?
I mean, that's gotta be suspicious, right?
What he said did make sense. He's been obsessed with the Nailman and had access to the names of potential victims. It's not too surprising for him to be the first on the scene each time.
I don't know. I mean, this ain't not too surprising. I think I am a bit surprised by that.
I guess I shouldn't assume things going into this.
That's right. It's down this hallway. The crime scene is in the room on the right side. There's little time. Let's head straight there.
Ha! Think you're partners now just because you held hands with my master?
Hey, don't get the wrong idea.
I'll have you know, Master and I are connected on a much deeper level.
Okay, yeah, you keep telling yourself that.
Don't make it sound so suggestive.
Even though she can't even hear it.
Feels like a jump scare's coming up.
Hey, this is my visual novel section, not my horror section. Although Doki Doki Literature Club was a horror.
So this is
Novel.
the study where the crime took place.
Oh, it's open. I wonder if the lock was broken at the time of discovery here too. There's nothing left here either. It's all cleaned up.
I don't want to do it, but I suppose I can share my post-cognition again here.
Alright, let's do it.
Are you sure?
Don't make a big deal out of it. Just make it quick.
Investigation round 2. I really like this post-cognition thing. I like how I could see it, how it looks now, and then I can see it how it looked then. All these books are lined up so neatly. The code ain't dust. Nobody's touched them for a long time. Meaning they won't help us with the case.
The crime scene of the murder is vividly brought to life before us. It all happens in silence, as though awakening from an eternal slumber.
Yikes.
But the corpse will never wake up again.
Jeez.
Even if the corpse did awaken, the nails pinning him down would prevent him from rising. The door is the only entrance and exit to the room. There are no windows and the vent is small. I don't see any escape routes from the locked room. Maybe the doll nailed to the wall holds the answer to this bizarre mystery.
Stalls everywhere. Oh, I don't even think I looked that way.
Yeah.
Even in the past, several books line the shelf. I checked, but it doesn't seem like anything's different between then and now.
I see.
In that case, it's probably not related to the case.
There's only one doll nailed to the wall. Comparatively, there was a nearly obnoxious number of dolls nailed to the walls in the other crime scenes. Maybe there was no room to nail them to the walls because of all the bookshelves in the way? Wait, this doll has both eyes gouged out.
The others didn't have that, did it?
Did the culprit do this on purpose? This keeps getting more and more disturbing.
But it's kinda creepy cute. I want to put one next to the top of a staircase so people can run into it at night.
What?
Why would you want to do that?
You know, this doll seems made of cheaper materials compared to the other ones.
Hey, you're right. Like it's made of resin instead of porcelain. The texture looks cheap, but also more durable.
Too bad it doesn't have eyeballs.
The eye holes are connected to each other in the head cavity. It's like that darkness is staring into me.
Oh man, that's creepy.
Huh? There's a mark on the edge of the eye holes near the nose. Looks like a string rubbed against it.
Is there a way to hide the UI in this game? Hold on. Okay, that's a backlog. That's the screenshot. That's the menu button. I'm kind of afraid to press the L and R buttons because it may skip stuff. I know the R ones do, the L ones don't though. Okay, that's the mansion. Okay, the ZR button doesn't do anything. And I believe the top buttons are the fast forward and the auto, and I don't want to mess with those. So there's no way to just see the... I want to just see the image behind the text. Sometimes just looking at something dead on is a lot more impressive than having the filter over it.
How did this mark get here?
The doll's made of resin, not porcelain. It looks like a thin string rubbed against the inner corners of the eyes. And again, we had the string, right? Because before we had string involved. What was that? Oh, that's nothing. Okay, let's exit out post-cognition. There's nothing over here now, though. Okay, let's back out. Probably should check the door, considering the locked door mystery idea. There's a vent and a door. Don't see anything else. Start with the door.
This is...
The door to the study we'll have to open just in case. It's always good to be wary of sudden attacks. Never let your guard down. Right, got it.
I'll...
It's because they're teaching you yours truly. You're welcome, master.
There is a vent, but it's too small for a person to fit through.
Yeah, that looks way too small for anyone. Although if it was opened, could someone really thin slide through?
And it's also screwed shut from the inside. It seems impossible to remove.
What's this now? Master, I discovered something. There are marks in the gap between the vents, like something scraped against it.
Interesting. But why?
Really?
But given your height, you couldn't see it even if you stood on a chair.
Halara, can you use that chair to peek into the vent?
I will do so for 10,000 Yen.
Oh, come on. You're my sister. You're supposed to give me your all.
You're charging me for it?
I jest.
Thank you.
The marks in the vent seem to be left by strings rubbing against it.
Strings again.
Did someone hitch a string to it or something? It shouldn't even be visible from your perspective. I'm surprised you noticed.
I'm just that good.
Oh, it was just a hunch.
Yeah.
See? I told you I'm useful. I do way more than just float around. You should give me 10,000 Yen as a reward.
No, but I will say thank you.
I'm kidding, a headache.
The vent is too small for a person to enter or exit from. There's evidence that a string or something similar is scraped against the gap in it. Could you have used like a string to like duck down to lock or unlock a door? Like I've seen things like that before, where you can open a door through unconventional means. Or if you have like a newspaper here, you could like push the key out of the door onto the newspaper and then push the newspaper in. I forget what show I saw that in. Was that a Sherlock show or something like that? I feel like I've seen that before. Wrong button. Wrong button. So the vent is already checked for some reason.
The door here can only be locked with a key. However, there is only the master key. No spares exist. The scenario resembles the locked room mystery in the casino. We can disregard the possibility of a duplicate key. The master key was found in this room at the time of discovery.
This is also similar to the locked room mystery in the secret club.
But there is one difference. The key was found underneath the corpse.
Under the corpse? But we can't move the corpse in the past, so we can't confirm if that's true.
That is true. You can only see, not touch or interfere, manipulate.
Post-cognition isn't all powerful, but it's a fact that the key was found under the corpse. I have a crime scene photo, taken back then, in my jacket pocket.
Really?
No detail has slipped past my efforts.
Surprised you don't already know who did it. Call yourself an ace detective, and yet you don't know?
Right. Huh?
That's just a
What's
cat.
this?
That's not what we need.
Wait, not that one. I meant the other photo.
Aww.
This one is unrelated to the case.
Ain't that adorable? She's got a cat photo and she's embarrassed by it. Aww. That's so sweet. She does have a heart.
Oh, this is it. You're right. The key's near the middle of his back. But can this photo be trusted? Could it be something the Peacekeepers fabricated?
That is really good, Yuma. I didn't even think about that, but that is a really good point.
The Peacekeepers acknowledged the incident occurred in a locked room. Besides, there's no need for fabrication.
What is the Peacekeepers we're talking about here? I don't put anything past them.
After all, it would be more convenient for them to have fewer mysteries to deal with.
That, though, is a good point.
That's true. Sorry for being doubtful.
No, that's expected of a detective. You're starting to figure out how to do your job.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
Was that a compliment?
Is that really all it takes to please you?
Hey, you know, a kind word goes a long way.
Also, I drew a sketch of the room's state on the back of that photo. Remember it well.
Yeah, okay.
There's a lot of triangles on the floor. What's with the circle? Are those all dolls? And the circle with the doll is the one that's nailed to the wall?
But why a sketch? How can it help solve the mystery? Also, what was with that cat photo anyway? That's surprisingly cute.
It was adorable. The key to the mansion study. There are no copies of this master key. The mansion's floor plan and a photo of the locked room mystery, both received from Alar. We're getting a lot of clues.
That's...
Screwed from the inside, making it impossible for us to go through. But there is a mark, as if a thin string rubbed against it. Doesn't seem to be anything else here. Just more dolls everywhere. A lot of dolls everywhere. Seriously, just a lot. Fish tank! I love fishies. Oh, wow. Quite a few things here. Left to right. Left is always right. Well, that is cool.
yeah.
It's a lamp. The lamp's on right now.
Say,
Make sure to use proper lighting in addition to these kinds of lighting, as ice stream may occur. Who are you talking to, Shinigami?
That's true.
There are fish in the tank. I love fishies! It does seem like they've been cared for since the owner was killed, but looking pretty bad. Inside the tank, some kind of secret passage?
Yeah,
Would be interesting. It doesn't appear to be related to the case.
That's right.
There's a projector installed in the center of the bookcase. I'd like to take a look, but I can't reach it.
That's right.
Laura, could you please take a look around the projector?
very well.
Sure, give me a moment. The projector is pretty dusty. It doesn't seem to have been used since before the incident. So it's probably got nothing to do with the case. You never know. Pressing the wrong button. There's a switch for the projector on the desk. Looks like it was set to off when the corpse was found.
Oh,
The lamp's light is pointing at the table. Probably wasn't turned on at the time. I don't see anything suspicious. Doesn't seem like the lamp is related to the case. There's a huge tank here, but there aren't any fish inside. Living things can be seen through post-cognition. It doesn't have that ability. Oh, really? That's interesting. The projector is installed in the center book stage. It wasn't on when the closest time. You'll never reach it, Master. I'll check it out for you. Well, did you find anything unusual? Nope. Everything is extremely usual and unrelated to the case. Okay, well, that's good to know at least. Doesn't seem to be anything in this area.
Halara's hands are smaller and softer than I thought.
Oh.
Considering Halara's strength, I thought they would be bulkier.
Master, is holding hands all it takes to get you hot and heavy? You're making me sad.
No. Though I am curious, is Halara...
It doesn't matter!
What's wrong? Is something bothering you?
Not at all. I guess it'd be pretty rude to ask now.
I mean, we're trying to solve a case here, not asking her out on a date. Painting.
Oh!
Landscape paintings and extravagant frames are on display. All these paintings look incredibly expensive.
However,
They're counterfeits, not a single one is genuine. Does it look like there's anything relevant to the case here? Let's investigate elsewhere. It's carefully organized bookshelf. Looks like all the novels belong to the same series, the Bowen Saga.
yeah.
I believe this series is more than 150 volumes. Unfortunately, the author has passed away. It's a shame the story never saw an ending.
Oh!
2 extraordinarily thick books are stacked on the desk. These books are in great condition aside from the dust. They look completely
It's
untouched.
me.
You probably want to seem knowledgeable. They haven't been moved for a while. They're probably not related to the case. Dolls everywhere.
What does that mean?
There's an expensive looking lengthy painting. It's tilted. I wonder why. Could this be related to the locked
It
room?
appears.
Doubting. Judging by the marks of the wall, it says painting was hung at an angle. The peacekeepers must have altered it by mistake during the investigation. How confusing.
Oh!
Several dolls have been nailed to the floor. After the clock tower in the secret club, this makes 3. It doesn't make it any less creepy though.
Beats me.
Now's not the time to show fear. Investigate thoroughly and find the clues to solve the case. Right. All the dolls.
See.
The dolls have nothing in common. I don't see any unusual markings either.
Appears.
Nothing to do with the case then. A series of books is arranged neatly on the shelf. There's no indication the books have been moved. I don't think they're related to the case. I agree. Let's look elsewhere. 2 extraordinarily thick books are placed on the desk. Doesn't look like the books were stacked when the body was found.
No.
The peacekeepers must have stacked them. Good grief, what a bunch of amateurs. The placement seems to be the only thing that's changed. I don't think it's well with the case. Alright, let's check the corpse now.
Sit down right here.
Oh, that was unexpected. Alright, come on, we have work to do.
That's true.
This is where the first witness found the body. The bloodstains are still there. Considering the amount of blood, the victim was probably killed here, right?
It appears.
It seems very likely. Man, gruesome. It's got blood everywhere.
The
And he has that
victim
thing
is a
across his
well-built
neck.
man, approximately 30 years old. The corpse here is also covered in nails. His appendages and chest are all nailed to the floor.
The owner of this mansion made his fortune in real estate from an early age. But along with aggressive land sharking and other illicit transactions, he made shady deals with Amaterasu Corp. There are several reasons he'd be hated. A doll with his name on it was bound to be nailed in the church forest.
I wonder how the person who cursed him feels now that he's actually dead.
Perhaps they feel no responsibility. They just hopped on the urban legend bandwagon.
Is that really the case? Wait, this is odd.
Did you find something?
Look closely. The length of the nails driven into the corpse are all slightly different.
The length isn't the problem here. It's how hard they were hammered in.
What do you mean?
The nails driven into the lower torso went through the body and into the floor. But the nails in the upper torso did not penetrate all the way through the body.
But why would the culprit not hammer the nails in as hard on the upper body?
That's not the only unnatural thing. Take a look at the blood. The nail wounds on the lower torso appear to be bleeding sideways.
Huh.
But the upper torso wounds are bleeding vertically, down toward his waist.
Oh, weird.
The blood flows differently between the upper and lower body?
Maybe the upper and lower torsos are different people, and
No.
they were smushed together after death.
No, this isn't Eye of the Summoning Files. No.
That's disturbing.
New key. Mention bloodstains on corpse. The blood from the nails stuck in the upper and lower body of the corpse seem to be flowing in different directions. That's very weird, though. He seems to also have the strangulation things going on, too.
The cause of death here appears to be strangulation as well. And like the others, there are rope marks around the neck and traces of a struggle. Oh, but on a closer look, there's a mark left by a thin string on the back of his neck.
It couldn't have been the rope that was used to strangle him. The thickness is completely different.
Why is it different?
There are two different types of string marks on the body. Was he strangled twice? But even then, it'd be odd to only have marks behind his neck. And why do the strings have different thicknesses?
Anyway, it's an important piece of evidence.
Mentioned victims' necks. There are rope marks caused by strangulation wounds from arresting. There are also string marks on the back of the victim's necks. So weird. What is going on here? I don't have a clue, my friends. Like, I don't even have a theory to work on right now.
Looks like there's nothing left to check.
Yay, that's an A-OK for the investigation here. Let's send it then. So do we have enough evidence to enter the mystery labyrinth now? We definitely have a lot of stuff going on.
Now we've gathered enough evidence. Though it appears complicated at first glance, the answer is simple.
Huh? Halara, did you already solve the locked room mystery?
What? You haven't?
There's no way to solve it with what we have. How was the room locked?
It's unfit for one detective to ask another that question. For the sake of your own pride, you must figure it out.
So in other words, you don't know. She probably knows, or he probably knows, or whatever.
Unless you'd like to hire me to do it for you.
I've already hired you!
It won't come cheap.
I've already hired you!
I'll figure it out myself.
It's really all about the money with Halara.
The longer I'm with Halara, the deeper into debt I'll get. It's starting to scare me.
Yeah, debt sucks. I can tell you that straight up. Debt sucks. And I like how Shinigami said Halara again.
Now, let us be swift. Next up is our last crime scene.
Last crime scene. Okay.
Wait!
We had time for that? Yeah, I think we had time for that. Finding we don't get sidetracked with any other request.
The next one is the art gallery in Yuma district. We're running low on time, so we must hurry.
Right. The chief's in danger after all.
Yep, 3 hours. And who knows how much time was spent doing other stuff. One of these days I'll get used to the buttons. Yuma district. Let's go. Art gallery. There are many visitors prior to the isolation at Kanai Word, but current attendance is not stellar. Detective in training, a person currently being trained by the WDO to become a detective. Nailman, the culprit behind the sealed murders occurred at Kanai Word. always locked rooms filled with nails. Okay, let's get going. We've already been to this area, so no need to search. We do need to search the art gallery area, but that'll be once we get inside. Providing we can get inside. I'm pretty sure we've already searched this area here.
So this is the art gallery.
That looks amazing with those T-Rexes there.
It's closed due to special circumstances.
The murder occurred only about a month ago. But I'm certain the crime scene has been cleaned up like the others. Not that it matters to me.
Wait! It's not a good idea to break into the art gallery!
Ah, why not?
Did you say something?
That's our Hellora.
The crime scene is deep inside the art gallery. It's one of many storage rooms. Come, I won't allow time to be wasted.
Wait, please!
Interested to see what we'll find in here. Probably the same, right? Like, I just feel like we're gonna find the same. But the question is the strangulation, maybe. Like, is the strangulation different in this site compared to the other sites?
Oh!
Seems like this door is locked. These are priceless works of art all over the place. Of course the door is gonna be locked. Probably should have ignored her.
Room where the crime scene took place? It's locked.
I should have just gone forward.
We're going in.
Locks don't mean anything to her.
We're like a couple of thugs or something.
I wish I would have
Was the
explored
first on the
outside
scene
first.
the person from the church again?
As expected, it's the same worshiper. He said he was trailing the victim after finding a doll with the same name. He saw the victim enter the building late at night. He then searched the premises with the art gallery staff. When they opened this storage room, they discovered the victim's corpse. The door was locked at the time of discovery, and the key was found inside.
Ooh, another locked room mystery. That's for total. But I'm starting to get bored. It's not so special anymore.
What do you mean special? People have died. Let's start investigating.
Yes.
Investigation, part 3. Even more clues to confuse us later. Examine around the entrance door.
There are 2 keys that open this door. Only one of them was inside the room at the time of discovery. The other one was owned by a member of the art gallery staff. That staff member always carried the extra key and used it to enter this room when the corpse was discovered.
Where was the key found inside usually kept?
It's supposed to be kept in the administrative office, but it's unknown if it was always there. Maybe it was lost and the culprit found it. Or perhaps the culprit secretly stole it. Either way, the culprit managed to obtain the key somehow.
One key was in the storage room. The other key was always carried by a staff member. If the culprit is that staff member, then this wouldn't be a locked room mystery, right?
Why go through the trouble of making it look like a locked room murder if you'd immediately become the first suspect?
Good point.
I guess you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't.
Countered.
2 keys could open the door to the art gallery storage room. At the time the body was discovered, one of them was inside the room. Okay. Spill paint.
Oh!
Spill paint has stained the floor. If we can find out when this spill occurred, we'll know if it's related to our investigation. Okay, let's go post-cognition. This is such a cool gameplay element here.
Post-cognition reveals the crime scene in slightly faded colors. The room looked vaguely hazy in my eyes, even with the rows of vivid paintings within the art gallery. The smell of paint oil that permeated the room wasn't that of the past, but the present. If even the smells from the past could be recreated, the stench of the corpse would be much more overwhelming.
Anything else? How about the paint? Paint's still here.
I've been wondering, did the culprit knock this paint can over? If so, it could have been used for some sort of trick.
It's unwise to make up your mind before conducting a proper investigation. It may have been like this before the murder, or it could have tipped over when the discovery was first made.
Alright.
You got carried away in the hopes of getting complimented. Aren't you an eager little puppy?
Oh, come on.
Be quiet.
I like how protagonists are on the same page all the time. It's great. Alright, let's back out here. And let's look to the left. Examine around the string painting. What did I say more about? Sorry, I missed you. Oh, it's the Scream. I forget. That's not the real Scream though, is it? Like I know there's a painting called Scream, but I don't think it's this one.
This is...
A painting of a man screaming with his hands clutched in his face. There's something unnerving about this painting. I almost feel as if it's going to swallow me whole. Paintings don't have that kind of power. More importantly, did you find anything? No, nothing suspicious. It doesn't look like it's related to the case. The canvas placed here is completely blank. I wonder why it's blank, and why it's so messily placed within these running frames.
Well,
Does it look like an exhibition piece? Maybe it was used for some other event? I see. Nothing seems out of place. Okay.
Yeah.
A blank canvas and one frame had been placed on a trolley. And it seems that it had been changed. It appears unchanged to me as well. I mean, there's probably no evidence to be found here. Okay. Examine this shelf with the basket. Yeah, this place is suspicious. Okay, stack baskets and a sculpture covered with cloth.
Oh!
A sculpture with a sheet placed over it to keep dust off.
it appears.
Does it look like it's been moved for a long time? Yeah, you can tell from the dust that's gathered on the sheet too. In other words, it's completely irrelevant. What about the stacked boxes? There are baskets on top of the shelf, but I'm not tall enough to see inside them. I'll take a look for you. This is... What is it? We accomplished nothing. So we found nothing. Oh. Well, hello. Well, that just appeared out of thin air.
Oh!
It's a sculpture with a sheet over it. Position was seen before and after using post-cognition. The overall shape of this sheet also is unchanged. We can assume nobody's moved it. Sculpture isn't related.
Oh!
Baskets on top of the shelf. There's nothing but dust inside. I guess that's been used for a while. Unrelated.
There's a nail stuck in a painting.
But this looks different because it's not a doll with nails in it. It's a painting with nails in it.
The killer must have hammered a nail into the portrait instead of a doll. Why is there such a fixation on dolls? The crime scenes so far have all been abnormal, but this one's just sick and twisted.
New key. Art gallery storage, nail and painting. A nail is driven into the portrait, perhaps in place of a doll. Why would it be in place of a doll, though? Huh. Examine around the small window.
The only way in or out of here besides the door is this window.
It's a pretty small window, but it's bigger than the vent.
The window juts out and is used as a vent. It doesn't appear big enough for someone to move through.
Currently, it opens outward slightly, but there are no other suspicious traces on it. It seems impossible to enter or exit through here.
Don't see anything else of interest. Let's check the window in the past. Hello. Oh, hello. Whole lot just popped up.
This is...
Nails are doing this painting of a young man.
I'm...
Oh, I know this. He's one of those edgelord protagonists everyone loves for no reason. That's not really the impression I got. It's kind of interesting how all the nails are on paintings.
This is...
It's a large scenic painting with a doll nailed to it. I wonder how this ended up with 4. Is there a reason? If it's related, there's probably a reason. Let's assume that much. But the doll is nailed to the painting.
A large painting lies on the floor, and a doll is nailed against the canvas. One nail goes through the head, another nail is in the chest. But the nail in the chest also passed through the circular hole on the key's handle. Did the culprit leave the storage room after nailing the doll and key to the painting?
It's strange.
If that's the case, how did they lock the room? The key was nailed to the picture, so it couldn't have been used.
Well, that's what makes it a locked room mystery. I'm sure they figured out some trick.
And I need to find out what that trick is.
New key. Art gallery storage nail doll. A doll nailed to clock canvas. The key to the room is also nailed on. Okay. Let's talk to Halara.
By the way, Halara,
I will not accept any requests to reduce your fee.
that's not what I was going to ask. About your post-cognition, what were you able to see before you specialized it as your forte for investigating crime scenes?
What is the point of this question?
Well, I was wondering if you could use your ability to look at my past.
You want to see your lost memories like that? That's against the rules. No fair!
It only works on dead people, remember?
The fact of the matter is, even if I could see your past, the information would not be of any use to you.
Huh? Why is that?
Psychometry doesn't allow me to pick and choose what to perceive. Rather, I can only see fragments flash by. I cannot consciously access desired information.
Okay, that makes
That's
sense.
why I trained at the WDO to develop it into a forte specialized for investigations.
Any piece of information would be valuable to me. If I can get even a little piece of my memory.
If you insist, I'll consider it once this investigation is done. How about 100,000 Shien for
Jeez.
use?
Let's discuss it later. That sounded cheap to me somehow. My sense of money is getting all
Well,
messed
actually,
up.
she charged you 5 million Shion.
Well done, Hellara!
I mean, 100,000 does sound cheap in comparison. That's what companies will do to you. Like, when they sell you a good, they'll, you know, what some companies will do is they'll mark a price. Like, fast food companies, they'll mark the large to be, like, much more expensive than, or like, they'll mark the small. The difference between the small and the medium large is greater small to medium. So basically what they're trying to do is they're trying to tell you, oh, the large is only this much cheaper, therefore you should buy the large because it's not really that much more expensive.
You'll run out of time.
Sorry. Examine the shelf of the painting. I'm not an expert on economics, so what do I know? Let's see. Stacked boxes. The cardboard boxes are stacked up. Judging from labels, the boxes were bought in after the
It
incident.
appears.
Looks like there's artwork inside. They must be storing the items no longer on exhibit. I don't think they're related to the investigation. Couple things here.
You know,
The cardboard boxes are stacked up. There are artworks
Yeah.
inside. Layer of dust, didn't touch them.
this is...
It's a portrait painting with nails driven into it. The picture really conveys its time period. Maybe the person depicted is a point figure from years ago.
What?
There's nothing dignified about this guy. He just looks like a regular old geezer. That didn't really help me much. Okay, we have one more thing to check out, and that's a corpse.
Oh!
Seems like this is where the body was at the time of the incident. There's no trace of it anymore, though.
It's me.
Looks like the area's been cleaned up, probably by the peacekeepers or the art gallery staff. I don't think investigating here will turn up any useful information. Oh, it's just... I mean, you never get used to this. Although, there does seem to be some peak here. I don't know if it's strangulation marks, though.
The corpse of a young woman. She has nails all over her body, as expected.
The victim's name is Isomoe. She used her good looks to have relations with many men. The amount of suspects who could have written her name on the doll is nearly too high to count.
The victim has those same marks that suggest being strangled to death.
Okay, she does.
Huh? But there aren't any scratches that would have been left from a struggle. And...
You noticed as well.
yeah, there's a wound on the back of her head. It looks pretty deep.
So this looks like a different crime.
This may be the real cause of death.
Like the other victims, there are signs of strangulation, but no wounds from resisting and signs of blunt force trauma to the back of the head. So what this may suggest is that the person who did the other killings may be a false killer, or maybe there's multiple killers. Maybe this is just one person. Maybe there's a nail man and maybe there's a copycat nail man, or multiple people copycatting a nail man. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
That should be enough.
I'm finished investigating here. I feel like the full picture is slowly starting to come together. Well, I'm glad you feel that way, buddy, because... yeah, about that.
That should
FlightlessBird.
do it for the room. Next is the window. It would be best to check outside of it. Go ahead. I'll stay here.
Outside the window? All right.
Very well.
We best check outside the window. Go ahead, I'll stay here. So I need to run outside, is that it?
It's fine to inspect the window, but our buddy here really insists you do everything yourself.
Yep.
Huh. And my master does everything he's told, like a good little underling detective.
I wonder if she's doing this, like, not because of money, but because she wants us to become a better detective, and it's her way of, like, training us to be a better detective. I wonder if that's it. I hope that's it, because Halara doesn't seem like a nice person otherwise.
Halara is right. This is something I took on myself. I can't just rely on everyone else after putting on a tough front for that kid. That's why I have to do it.
Or maybe Halara's just taking advantage of you. It's obvious money is that one's only motivation.
I'm gonna hope to believe that's not her only motivation.
Even so, I think it's the right thing to do as a professional detective.
Master, being overly nice for no reason is stupid. It's why you're so deep in debt.
Yeah, I know.
I know, but...
Yeah, and Dagan's are the same
What are
page.
you mumbling about? Did you check the window?
I'm on my way.
Right, I'll do it right away.
Okay, before we check the window, let's go all the way back here. See if we see a glimmer.
Oh!
Seems like this door is locked. The person works about all over the place. Of course the door's gonna be locked. Okay.
Outside the window, could that have anything to do with the locked room?
Could. I need to go ahead and stop sometime, but I really, really, really want to keep on playing. Good mystery is hard to put down. Felt that way every single time playing Ace Attorney game. Like, I just want to go a little bit longer.
I wonder what Halara discovered.
You know, I think Halara is just having fun pushing you around.
I
Check
hope
the
that's
back
not
first.
the case. Maybe.
Someone could probably scale this fence with some effort. Maybe the couple escape this way.
Anyway,
Maybe, but the real priority is solving that locked room mystery, right? Anyway, it's not like there are any clues left behind here. You're right, let's go on focusing. Let's go on figuring out that locked room.
let's rest.
Some cardboard boxes are stacked up. Looks like they're all sealed.
Actually,
They've been left in the rain, but whatever's inside is ruined.
Here's the window.
Well, see anything strange?
It's a really small window.
No, nothing strange about it.
I see. Try enter.
What?
Try and enter through the
gap?
window.
That's
Sorry.
impossible.
Just try it.
Okay. I can't. I can't even put my arm through this gap. I can stick a finger in, but that's it.
I thought so. Good job. You can return now.
Huh? Are you sure? Did you figure something out?
Did you not?
No, not at all. What's that about?
Art gallery window gap. A hinged window used for ventilation opens outward, but the gap is only about 5 centimeters wide. What did we miss? Keller noticed something. What did we miss? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yuma? Yuma?
Hey, what are you doing here?
Alright. That guy scared me more than he should have.
I'm not doing anything shady.
I'll call the peacekeepers.
Wait,
Trick that art gallery staff member. Or tell him the truth. He's not gonna believe we're a peacekeeper.
I'm a detective. Well, I'm still a trainee, technically.
I mean, sometimes honesty is the best policy. Or actually, most of the time, honesty is the best policy.
uh-oh. You sure it's a good idea to reveal yourself like that?
He's not gonna believe I'm a peacekeeper.
I'm investigating as a detective. I've done nothing to be ashamed of.
Huh? A detective? What's that?
You don't know what a detective is?
I guess detectives aren't that big in Kanai Ward. Must be because our fuzzhead chief is lazy.
Well...
I think that
We are
worked.
special investigators for Amaterasu Corporation. We are currently investigating a case. Civilians must not interfere.
Huh? Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Hey, Alara, are you sure it's okay to lie like that?
I've told you before that deception is necessary to finish an investigation quickly. By the way, aren't you an employee here? There's something I'd like to ask you. Can you bring over the staff member who discovered the body from that murder case a month ago?
Oh, that would be me.
Perfect. Describe the events for us.
I'm scared to even remember it, but if it's part of the investigation, then I have no choice.
I'll leave the rest up to you.
Sure.
Okay, before we talk to him, we should probably stop. So my name is FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and this is our continued playing Let's Play Master Detective Archives Rank Code for the Nintendo Switch. Thank you all so much, love you so greatly, and I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day. And until next time, my dear friends, so long, and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you'd like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. But before we go, please remember that you matter, and you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always be true to yourself. Never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.